what I'm about to show us, we can use it on any pair. It's not restricted to US 30. You can use it on gold. I think I used it on one of Eric's trades on Monday. So it's something you can use on different pairs. But I use it mostly on US 30 because US 30 is my favorite pair, and that's what I only trade. Like, you won't catch me trading at something else, right? So I'm an indices girly. So, but what I want to show us today, we can use it on any pair. So, gold lovers and other pairs lovers, feel free to try it out on any pair. So, the first thing I'm going to be walking us through is what I'm thinking, if I should just combine this with trend. But let me just teach you the steps, guys. So basically, we're on US 30 session, so that's why you have mine set on US 30, right? So I'm just going to use that to give us a breakdown. Now, guys, if you want to take jot things down, you can also jot this, right? So this is how I use the smart money scanner to make money, and I've been doing this like all throughout last week to this week, right? And I've been making nothing less than like 300 to 500 every day, right? Now, the first thing you want to look out for is your volume, right? So now, if you notice before, the volume was low, right? So now it says good volume. So anytime I want to trade, I want to make sure that the volume is good. That's number one, right? If I don't see good volume, I'm just going to chill or look for a different pair. Yeah, it is recorded IR, right? So the next thing to look out for, now those people using their phone, you want to zoom in clearly. Now, guys, we all know about the EMA lines, right? This blue and red line. Now, for a buy, please pay attention. For a buy, right? I'm on 5 minutes. For a buy, this red and blue line is going to be below the candle. For a buy, right? It's going to be below the candle. For a buy, it's going to be below the candle. The recording will be sent out. Just pay attention. You guys like to distract yourself so much. Like, just get it. It's being recorded so that we can send it out. Don't worry. If I'm not recording it to keep it to myself, right? So for a buy, the red and the blue line, the yellow line, is gonna be below the candle, right? For a sell, is gonna be above. For a buy, is gonna be where? Type it in the chat box. Let me know if those of us are together. Let me see those of us who are going that are paying attention. What is going to be the red and the blue line is going to be below the candle for a buy. For a sell is going to be where? For a sell, the lines are going to go where? Above. So if I come on here, right, and I see this, guys, let me show you what I mean. Let's take it back. You know, one thing about trading is, right, one thing about the market is that you can backtest stuff with the previous history of the market. So let's check out what I'm actually saying, right? What this thing could say, how do we even know that? Maybe she even know what she's saying, right? So let's look back into history. Let's look back into history. Do you see when the blue and the red line were below the candles? What was happening? Type in the chat box. We are learning. When it was below the candles, what was it buying? For below, what was happening? What was happening? It was going up. It was buying. It was buying. When the lines were below, what was happening? It was buying. When the lines were now above the candles, what was buying? What was it doing rather? It was selling. It was coming down. It was selling, right? It was selling. Now, guys, this is what to pay attention to. Like, it's super tricky. For those of you who use Q shot, you're going to also note this. You know, can you see this star? These stars, this green star, red star, right? So we've understood what the EMA will tell us to do, right? Now, for the star, right? Anytime the market is buying or selling, okay, let's talk about buying first. Anytime the market is buying, let's use this, and you see a red star pop up, know that it's going to sell a little. So let's say I'm in this trade now and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is, do you know, because it's like below the candle, right? And I'm like, okay, I want to buy. As long as I see this red star, like, I don't even take the trade at all. Or if I'm in the trade, I exit immediately. You know what Coach Greg used to do with you guys on the US 30 session? You say break even. I don't break even. I walk away with my profits. It's better that I made £50 than I walk away with £10, right? Do you get? Because once this star comes up, I'm telling you, because this is something you guys will be doing, you will do on your own. Nobody's going to come on live session with you and trade Supernova. Do you get? So it's something you can do on your own. That's why what I'm teaching you, I'm taking the time. When this, let's say, right, it's buying, it was buying, you can see it's buying, right? And I see this red star. Let's say I was in this buy, and I see this red star come up. It's telling me that sellers are in, they're in here, right? They're in here and it's about to sell. So even if, because I'm even if I want to now start getting greedy, because some people are greedy, let's talk about it. If I want to start getting greedy, that's when you need to now start taking your partials, putting your break even in place, and to secure your profits, right? So that regardless of whatever happened, since you've been buying, right, you can walk away with your money rather than you now lose the profits that you've made, right? But what I like to do, because I'm teaching you what I do. What I like to do, once I see the rest, I'm out. I don't like stress. I'm out and I wait. And I wait for the rest start to disappear, because the market is just telling me that, okay, sellers are in, but who's going to take the lead? So it's definitely buying, but some people are trying to take over the market. So basically, that's on the red star. The green star, same thing, right? It means that it's going to, if it's a sell trend, right? So let's go and look for a sell, and then where green star happened. Okay, look at this. Guys, look at a typical example of what I was talking about. Now, this trade was buying. It was below, right? It was below, it was buying. It bought, right? Red star appeared. What did you notice when red star appeared? Put it on the chat box, guys. What started happening? It started selling. There were still buys in between, right? For scalpers. I know a lot of beginners and in here. That's why I'm teaching you this thing, so you pay attention, right? So let's say if we have experienced traders, they can scalp in between these buys. But I prefer to know that I'm safe. I don't like it should be mama fly conversations, right? Let me know that I'm safe. So do you see when the red star paired sales started to happen? Right? Sales started. So when you do that, what do? You wait. You're gonna wait till you get another indication to go in for. Or what can you do? Because you know it's already selling, you can sell, right? You can sell and sell. So when you start selling, right, you follow the trend, you sell. And then when do you stop selling? When you see a green star. When you see a green star, it's like telling you pack your bags, we're done selling. Do you understand? So You just follow. There's no need to do too much. Just follow. And for people who feel like, oh, what's SL? No sound. What does, guys, please, you can hear me. I don't know what Desmond is saying. I know everybody can hear me. Please, Desmond, go check your phone. Leave the call, exit the call, and join back. Join via audio left bottom of your screen. So what if, let's say you follow this trend to sell, guys? Did you see? Right? When do you now exit? Right? Once you stay a green star, leave the market immediately. Right? So what I'm teaching you is for like scalping. If you feel like you want to put a stop loss and a TP for yourself, use your forex calculator and give yourself do 30 pips or 20 pips, or better still, you can just come to trend wave and pick TP for yourself, right? And pick TP parameters for yourself. It doesn't mean that it will get to that TP that you put when you are on Supernova. You're just giving yourself a bench line. Sometimes you will get there and pass it, right? It just means that you're giving yourself parameters on what to put in place. I'm saying it for people who must put something, because me, I can easily look at price and give myself TP by myself. I can look at my MT5 and say, okay, I want 10 pips, I want 12 pips, and give myself TP. I don't need to manually write from Trendwave. But I'm saying for beginners, if you feel like you don't know how to do that, come to Trendwave and give yourself TP. Whilst you're waiting for let's say you use TP2, whilst you're waiting for TP2, even if it gets here, you take partials and break even. That they are teaching you these things doesn't mean that you see your trade in 50 pounds. People do that a lot. They'll now go and be washing plate and go and be doing 20 minutes. The market is not your father's market. You saw your 50 pounds, secure that 50 pounds. By securing, I mean take part of the money and break even. Two things will only happen. You're going to make more money when it hits your TP2, right? Or if it starts to reverse, it exits you out of the market with that part of the profit that you've taken, right? So that's what, let's go back to Supernova. I had to just put that in. I personally, I could just look at the chart and give myself price TP from here, right? So guys, as you can see, there were sales in between, right? So can you see that the buy is just feeling so like stagnant despite the fact that it has good volume, right? So imagine this red star was not here, it was just going to really buy properly, right? So that's what I wanted to tell us, and vice versa for a sell, right? Once you see a green star during a sell, right, know that it's going to buy. We're talking about, we've discussed a buy, we're now talking about the sell. How do you know it's going to sell? The blue and the red lines will be above the candles, right? And once you see a green star now appears, when you're selling, you see a green star appears, what do? It's an indication that, hello, ma'am, buyers are in here. So what do you want to do? What do you want to secure, or you want to exit? I recommend exits, because the trend is about to change. So follow the trend and change, right? So guys, I use 1 minute and 5 minutes. If you're going to scalp, right, just do it on 1 minute, right? Just follow the parameters on 1 minute, right? Just follow this on 1 minute, right? And if you just use 1 minute or 5 minutes, I use both, right? During our US 30 session, I was on 1 minute, right? But if you want to initiate the trade, let's say I'm on 5 minutes now and I want to initiate the trade, right? I can go to 1 minute and see, okay, is there a red star too? Do I necessarily need to take the buy? Right? So that you have different time frame doesn't mean that you must stay on one. You can check what other time frames are saying. Is it also saying the same thing? Then when you want to initiate a trade, you can stick to one time frame and initiate a trade. Because guys, the essence of time frame, it means that These candles took 5 minutes to form. So this another candle that is forming now is taking another 5 minutes. This is 2:58. Maybe the next 2 minutes it has formed. Within that 2 minutes that the candle is going to do what it needs to do, I want to have made my money and exit the market. Someone says, how do you know when to enter a trade? But I just told you how, like, for below, when your EMA lines are below, it's a what? Buy. When it's above, is a sell. When you see a red, this, let's say I just got back from work, right? And I open Supernova and I want to trade. And I come on here, right? And this is telling me sell. And I look at the EMA. Your your compass is the EMA line. And I look at the EMA but the EMA is what? Below. And below is what? Put it in the chat box. Good. Below is buy, right? So, and then I see the red candle. What do I do? Do I still buy? No, let's say I'm not in. I'm just coming back from work, right? Let's say I'm not in. I'm not in. So, guys, your answer is telling me you don't get it. If I'm not in the market, I'm just coming back from work and I just saw this, right? For the EMA line is telling me that, oh, this market is buying, but I'm seeing a red star here, right? And the volume is good, but a red star is here telling me that sellers are in here. So even if I buy, right, there might be a reversal sell in betweens, which might be losses, might take my account to minus if I'm not paying attention. So it's like a buy that is 50%. So me, I want a buy that is 90. I don't want 50% buy. So in cases like this, I'll just wait the market out or I'll go and pick another pair. Do you understand? Like I said, this stuff you can use it on different pair. This is your EMA lines, right? This is your EMA line, and that's what you want to use as your guide. First thing you look out for, good volume. Next thing you look out for the EMA line, for a buy is below, for a sell is above. We looked at past histories of sell, right? It was above, and the market sold, right? Let's say I was selling, right? When do I know when to leave the market? Most times, guys, you don't even need a green candle to appear to leave the market, right? Because if you follow what I'm teaching you, you hit your daily target. It's Ojukoko rule that makes people to still be in the market when they've made their daily targets. It's Ojukoko rule. So I'm just going to stop here. If you have questions, I'm going to take them now. Let me recording. Right? So this is gold. We decided to check out another pair, right? Look at here. The market, the line was what? Above, and the market what? The market is doing what, guys? Put it in the chat box. Those of us learning with us. Right? Now, guys, did you see something? A green candle what? A green candle. What is the green candle doing? It's appearing. Can you see that? A green candle. So let's say I saw this and I've been selling. Let's say I saw this around here. I've been selling, right? And I sold there. And I now saw green star, right? So what should I do once I see this green star? Should I keep entering the trade like I don't have bearing? Exactly, you leave the markets. It's just trying to tell you that until cool, them are trying to orchestrate something. Even if you want to change to buy, you can't change to buy immediately. You have to understand what is happening first, guys. It's just like you enter a new environment. You have to observe. You have to take note of your environs. You have to observe, take note of your environment. Don't just because the EMA. Remember, you are following the EMA. You're not just buying and selling like a random person. You're not just say take buy. Oh, I take sell. No. Even if you want to now start initiating buys, you wait for the trend to have changed completely to a buy. And what for a buy? I said what? It will be below. So this candle, this star now appears like a reversal in the market. And we do maybe some of you that trade reversal, some people trade carelessly. I'm not interested in those forms of trading. Like I love consistent profit. I hate losses. Like I hate losses for myself, for my mentees. I hate, like I can hold a trade for a week because I don't want, like, that's me. I don't like losses. So anything that does is better safe than sorry. I like, do you get? I don't, if you can prevent something, why do you now want to be drinking medicine when you could have just prevented yourself? Do you understand where I'm coming from, guys? So, like, because I'm seeing this is telling me like something is up, something is about to happen, I just leave. So, guys, this is on gold. Let's go and check the past history to see, okay, what Blossom said. Did it play out? Because we've already seen it playing out on the sale, right? So, guys, I'm just trying to show you that you can use it for different pairs. Because some people were asking, and somebody said you need to put TP or SL. You're obviously joining late, right? I already spoke about that for people who need to use TP and SLs, right? So guys, see, look at it for a sell. The AMAs will be low, right? So let's go and look for buys. Let's go look for buys. Okay. So it bought here. So guys, let me show you. Let's look at what happened here, right? So now, can you see this place here? Right, red star appeared and it started selling, and it sold. Green star appeared, started buying. Right, look at it. The green star appeared, it started buying. It was buying despite the fact that the EMA line were above indicating a sell, but it was buying, and it bought until another red star appeared before trend now changed small. Right? Are you seeing, guys? Are you taking note of it? Because it's the history that tells you what market is about to do. You look at the past. Oh, what has occurred in the past, and it's the past that you use and make statistics about the future. You use its data. It's like giving you feedback about the market, right? So that's I just use that to teach you guys. So I don't want the recording to be too long, so that you can, when you something is short, like 15 minutes, you can watch and watch and watch until your brain picks it. But when something is too long, you just watch two times and it's just